Hello and welcome back to episode 19 of our Timberborn Folktails Cliffside playthrough. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Glad to have you. I got it right that time. I didn't mess up the intro. Not badly, anyway. Anyway, let's get right to this. Last time we got this dam built pretty high, and we got this built as high as we can go. We also got our tree farm expanded down here, and that's going to do well for us. We are going to work on expanding this area into a more industrial area. So that's going to be our focus. And without further ado, I'm going to start on that. These are paused, and we're kind of low on water too. So that might end up being an issue. Let's see. To start working over here, I'm going to want to find new places for these things. Let's see. Honestly, I think we might be able to squeeze a zipline station here. Can that fit here? Too many connections, but besides that, is there a problem? No, we can totally do that. So, once the zipline is complete, we'll go ahead and demolish this one. That's just scrap from when we were mining scrap over here. Let's go ahead and empty that. And delete it. All right. So I'm looking at this and I realized I kind of made a mistake because this is going to be industrial sector. Well, I really should have the power up, another power spine kind of going up this way to go on each level of that. So, I think we should start dynamiting this down and go from there a little bit. To get there, let's see, how is this set up at the moment? I want to get to this spot, so I need to at least be here or above this one. Okay, so we can definitely do this style and get it done quick and relatively painless. I drew one too many pathways. There. And I think that should be able to reach. Let's lay a dynamite and find out. Don't know yet. Too soon. We will know soon. It works. Okay, wonderful. And this is built, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the... Oh, was that... What did I delete there? I think a path. I think we're okay. We'll do that. So this ladder is serving as some connectivity between this area. So that's the only way to get between this area and up. I also want that ladder out of there. The stairs can go right now. I'm thinking get another zipline station down here. What's this ladder for? This ladder is was just to build these paths over here to build that. I'm gonna raise that just a smidge. We can delete this ladder. And what I'm planning on doing over here is we're not going to go with single platforms because I want it above the water. So double platforms. Don't think I even need that. And we should be able to just put another zipline station like right here. Actually, let's do one more double platform there. A single one there, and then we can do a stair here. And then they should be able to get between these areas. Well, no, not quite, right? Well, with this, it should be all right. There's not a continuous, like, connected path, though, is the only problem. So I was going to connect this one down here. And then, you know what, this would be connected down here. And what happens if we, say, demolish this? Yeah, those are all unconnected. So, what we're going to have to do for that... Well, it's not going to be too terrible. We could do something along the lines of... No, we don't even need it that high, I don't think. Let's try a... I should unpause it. Try a single... Oh, we do need it double high, okay. And then maybe... Yeah, just like that. Then we can connect these two areas. Without that ladder. Right, why aren't these birch trees? They're not marked for cutting. So they weren't accomplishing anything that whole time that they existed. I did clear this for plantings. So there's not going to be any planting. And it looks like I already deleted the forester. So that's good. So once these are just chopped, then that area is done. Finished. I'm going to want new places for these. I think I'd also like to back up this power spine connection a little bit. How is that connected right now? Kind of ugly. I think I'd like it to come over here. I'm going to move these. So a small warehouse with extract. I mean, a small tank, sorry. Empty that one. Empty. Empty. Then, yeah, small warehouse. Small pile. Planks. And dynamite. Obtain. Obtain. This one I did get to obtain. Okay, good. Excellent. While I'm moving the power over here, I don't want to lose power. So I could put a platform here and a power there. Once that's built, I can delete this and start blowing down. Just need to figure out how to get down there again. We're also going to need to figure out scaffolding. So we're going to need to be right in this line for some scaffolding. So something like this. Do we need to go much higher than that? Probably not much higher. We'll go up to this level. Yeah, maybe one more for good measure. Let's see how far this will get us. Whoa. That's looking pretty good, actually. Hey, we can blow that up. Keep that going. Yeah, we need some stairs here. We also need a ladder to get up to that scaffolding. Easy peasy. I didn't give a way for them to grab that. Yeah, while we're blowing it up, it'll all move out of the way slowly but surely. So that's complete. Let's go ahead and start blowing down to the bottom there as well. How are we doing over here? We are already too low on our water to use the Lidos. That's not good. We have 5 days left on the drought. We've already stopped pumping though. Let's see. If that does go dry, it's already too low for the Lidos. But if it goes completely dry, I guess we're just losing out on some tree irrigation because all of our food, remember, is up here. And that's filled with these fluid dumps that come out of our tanks already. So I guess if this loses irrigation, it's not a huge deal because most of the trees are even getting their irrigation from this fluid dump as well. Oh, we got too much of this set for cutting because this is going to be chestnuts over here. Definitely plant some of those chestnuts. This is chestnut. Okay. That's a chestnut that doesn't have enough water when that's that low. Got it. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, we decided to do chestnuts over on this side because this gatherer flake can reach here. And we're going to have this be maples over here. This maple is marked for cutting, though. That's not right. Because the tapper over here can reach these maples. Okay. Good, good, good. I'll be fine. That one's still marked for cutting. Okay. Really, we should switch these maples to chestnuts too. But I think we need more maple trees than we do chestnut trees. So I'm just... because this tapper can reach these ones. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it. These oaks. Okay, they are marked for cutting. You know, could we make all of these oaks chestnuts too? We could. I think I'm going to leave them just for a little bit, see how we're doing on wood. Okay, he's got a little while yet. Let's keep blowing stuff up. Wait, that's not where I was supposed to blow stuff up. This is. They are working on this slowly, but surely? Kind of surprised it's so slow. Okay, so they got to go here, and then they go here, and then they have access to all of this. Okay, that's not that bad. It's just, it's a long ladder for them to climb up. So be it. Not the bottom yet. Nope. These are empty, but not the extract. Beavers are still enjoying their mud pits and their carousels. Let's see. Labor, we're doing okay. Surprised that's not emptied yet. I bet they'll get emptied if we just start laying down some dynamite. So let's get our other scaffolding up. The next scaffolding is going to have to be right here. Oh, not there. About that tall. Is there a way we can reuse that ladder, I wonder? If we go this way, we're just gonna need to build another ladder right here. In any orientation except that one. Ladders only block pathing on the way that they're facing. So any orientation but that first one. And then we can just reuse this ladder to get up and build this scaffolding. because this needs to be one less high. So a double? Question mark? Yes. And then this can be a ladder. Ta-da! Not that we are hurting for resources that we need to worry about that, but I guess if we can use this ladder, it's already in a fairly good spot. It's just a lot of little stuff to build up there. Whatever. It's fine, I think. So remember, they could build one away from them. So this line here is being taken care of by this scaffolding. And this one is being taken care of by this one. So they can have a space of 2 in between them. So 1, 2. Then this is right where we can put our stuff. That too high? I think that's actually the right height, it looks like, isn't it? Yes. No, we're 1 too high. And can we do that same thing? Obviously not that large. I think that should be able to make it. I think. You know, I was mistaken. This was at the right height with the triple. Might even still be too short. Nope, there it is. Perfect. And I can't really build it above this at the moment. Not easily, anyway. I could take it back one, I guess, and then build an overhang and go from there, but we're just going to leave that for now. I think this will be a good enough start to our industrial area. The area that we can blow up with the overhangs that we have here will be good enough. Cannot be built at that height, but this can. What? Why did you let me build this then? If the stairs can't, this shouldn't be able to. That's just silly. So we did go up a level from here. But we can still make that work by using a bridge. But not that long of a bridge. That long of a bridge. Boom. It looks like we forgot paths here. Yeah, we're just kind of building the scaffolding to be prepared because we can't really demolish this until these trees are out of the way. Okay, that's reached the bottom. This hasn't, though. How are we looking on water? Did it go dry? It went dry. Okay. Okay, but we still have water for our crops, our like aquatic crops. So win some, you lose some, I guess. Drought ended, and this is going to start filling up. I would like to start pumping water pretty much right away, though. I think that's in our best interest. Oh, somebody mentioned that even though I tried to fix it, our bakery that has the cattail crackers near it isn't set to cattail flour. Indeed, it's not. It's still at roots. Good catch. Good catch. Let's fix that. Okay, so just a little longer waiting for these trees. We can start blowing up some of the stuff, though. Hey, that's going to be the same level as this now, so that's pretty cool. What if we just do a single dynamite there? And let's see, once with that scaffolding, it should be able to reach one directly over from this, because this is directly below it. You can see the, wow, I just tried to point with my fingers. You guys can't see that. You can see the bracketed squares on our scaffolding. That means it's directly below it. So it can reach right here. Yeah, pointing with my fingers doesn't work the best. Imagine that. We don't have any injuries. That's good. We do have our spine disabled at the moment, but we still have over 1,000 scraps, so we're a-okay on that. We're eating through our metal. Do we have any smelters paused at all, or is that just what we're working with? That might just be what we're working with. Do we really only have one smelter on this? We built so many of them on the Iron Teeth playthrough just because, well, Iron Teeth and 2x means you need metal. I feel like I deleted one of them at one point to make room for something else. Regardless, that's just fine. Oh, wow, we have lots of explosive factories going. Honestly, probably more than we need. Debating if it makes sense to change one of those over to a metal smelter. We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 of them. But we're not really running into issues with our metal too. We don't have a whole lot of metal storage. I think this was a metal storage here, possibly. I do want a little bit more metal storage than what we have, so let's at least build another large pile here. Okay. There's a reason we didn't want to do that. We'll get it done. I promise. We can blow this stuff up, though. And now all of that's ready for our triple dynamite. That's dynamite pronounced poorly. Let's see. We're gonna need a way to reach the bottom here. We'll get there. Let's see, in this one, if we just do a 1 here, it'll be at the same level of these after it does a triple. So it looks like it's just a triple above. Now we're going through some extract and dynamite. Oh, not really even. A little bit. They reach that, they should be able to. I just had a panic that I forgot to unmute my mic, and I've just been talking to myself this whole time. Glad to find out you folks can hear me talk. Those trees should be deleted now, right here, over here, right? Yeah, but then they went and planted more. The fools. The foolish fools. Hey, the Lightos are back in action. Are we full here? No, but we're filling up. With our current scaffolding, can we go one higher here? I think we can in most of these places. There's one spot right there we can't. And one spot right there. I think we're going to try to still deepen this because by the power of why not? We just have to delete some of this scaffolding to make it happen. Just this section and this section. But we'll get the rest of it built before then. and call her good. Love when a plan comes together. Okay, keep munching away on those trees. They are almost done. So that was a ladder at one point. Could probably rebuild that as a ladder. And they went to bed. Wonderful. We could probably plant drought approaching. Okay. Well, this is getting filled up pretty well, actually. I can't complain about that. Did they plant this yet? No, come on, guys. I guess this was built before, so it's only natural. We just need 2 beavers to work on it. There we go. Boom. Nice. There we go. See, I think there's not even a good way to get there anymore, though. Let's just see how this turns out. Okay, so this is all done. We can delete the scaffolding that's in the way, namely that. And this one they can actually just straight up build because it's right there. This one's gonna be a little bit more. We have to delete and then remake scaffolding that's not quite as long to stay out of the way. Right there. Then we can place the levee here. That we can also delete these. Place levees. And then either dams or even we could even do floodgates, to be perfectly honest, and then have it a little taller. Now, is partial blocks going to make or break us? Absolutely not. When we're already this high, going from 0.65 of a block, which is where a dam is, to 0.85. Ooh, a fifth of a block. It's not going to make or break us. But it's still nice to have as much as we can. Let's actually prioritize this. There. I should get that done lickety split. We're still doing A-OK on planks. A tad bit of flooding right there. That's gonna lead to these overflows having to be used probably. Yeah, because this is closed. Okay, so they flow through there. Turns that wheel just a little bit. And then there's these. Oh. Flood in there and here. Because we don't have, this isn't a levee right here, and neither is this, so it can go off the sides. So that's not what I would consider ideal, but it does just flow into here and doesn't flood any buildings. And this isn't flooding any buildings. What's going on here, though? There's buildings flooding over here. I lied. The floods cause problems. I think we need to lower this just a smidge. Yeah. Where's that water flowing into? Okay, so it flooded this area. Okay. Why is that not blocked off with terrain blocks? Because these areas aren't even connected via a path anymore. Nothing to say here. Move along. I honestly don't know how that happened, really. I guess it would still might flood in with this forester hole, right? So yeah, just lowering this a little bit helped. We still have buildings flooded over here. Okay, we're just gonna have to wait till that water evaporates, though. As long as no new water is going in there. Yeah, it all came from over here. Do we need to adjust this at all? Can't believe it's been like that for however long. It really must not have caused a lot of problems. It just floods up against this pillar of the aqueduct, and then it floods this like square and goes in here. It's not a problem. If anything, it's helpful because it might give some wet fur bonuses. Yeah. Yeah. That's my story. 25-day drought, not bad. I mean, we could put an end to the flooding too, but just it'd be ideal if we put a levee here, but this is being used. Or is it? Okay, it's supporting this overhang, which then supports our aqueduct, our dry aqueduct that we never put water through. So being used might be a stretch, but it's we're keeping that because it still looks cool. It looked cooler when the wheels were spinning, but we'll still keep it. Okay, these ones are almost done. They are marked for cutting, correct? Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the kaboom. Do we hit a deeper hole there? I don't know. We're at the bottom now. So yeah, we gotta wait for those two. Then I think we can just put like a ladder here and then a tunnel. Actually, I am gonna want. I did mess up a little bit. I haven't told you guys my master plan, but here I'm gonna have this tunnel at the bottom, so that, and we're gonna have it probably this wide again, the 6 wide enough so that we can do something along the lines of lumber mill, and then the power spine could go. Power could go like right like this, and then here go up. Actually, this one will be a vertical, and the power can go up that way. This one is going to be vertical. It'll go up that way, and that will get it between layers, and then we'll have like dirt along here, and it'll be just kind of as wide as this. Something along those lines. They can build it, a lot of this, from the scaffolding. But to build these tunnels, we're going to have to get actually on our beaver feet on the ground. I was going to say boots on the ground, but yeah, we don't wear boots. Oh, of course, unconnected buildings. We know that. Not a problem. So once these tunnels are open, they'll be able to access these two. We should probably even pause that one to make sure that one gets built first. Okay, these 2 trees are done. Cut them down. We just need to use those logs for something, and then they'll cut them down. Or build more log storage. Yeah, build more log storage, and then they'll cut those down, hopefully. Okay. Oh, we can plant more of these chestnut trees. That can certainly be done. And make sure they're not marked for cutting anymore, because we don't want to cut our chestnut trees. Okay. And these can be maples. This is, okay, that's a maple. And we're gonna clear these for cutting as well. These are maples as well. Perfect. I should keep them busy. Did they chop these trees down? They did. Okay. Nothing to do in range. That means you're laid off. Sorry. Looks like this just needs some double dynamite, actually. So let's do that. Then we do need to figure out how we're going to get down here. I'm thinking of building like a tunnel near this zip line to go down. So with that goal in mind, we just want to keep the power going until we get this up and running, because this is still what's producing all of our materials. So maybe if I just do a little finagling like so. If I want it right here and right in front of it, then I'm gonna need a little bit more finagling. I mean, right next to it wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, we'll just have it. No, I'm alternating between laziness and efficiency. Um, like maybe efficiency is not quite the word. How well done it is versus laziness, just versus like how long it takes. And yeah, if we build those two, then we could delete these two and then go down right there, and that could be start of our tunnels that kind of are going to connect to this work area potentially. Adjust as needed. Really, we would want probably zip lines going to each floor, but we would need like a zip line hub kind of over here to make that work well. That might be in the future. Let's see. So they're still working on building that. They should be able to. Can they not access that? They can't. Sure they can. What are you talking about? They can totally build that junk. Now that I put that platform and ladder there. We're not at full speed. I only realized I put it at 2 times speed when I tried to make the explosions happen. Can I have this power spine going all the way up? Technically, it only needs to go up there since we have that other power spine right there. But I would like it to look a little more, how would I want to say this, symmetrical? We can still have that connected all the way through, but that way over here we don't need to get rid of some of that dirt. That should be high enough, at least for now, I think. We'll see. All right, did they build this yet? They did. Excellent. Build it so I can destroy this, and that. And now I can just start blowing down here. Explode. Oh, those beavers were dang close to that explosion. I don't think we have far to go with this. Do we need any more? Bet we don't need more than a double though. Just looking at that, that can't be that far off. Okay. Let's double check. Yes, we're good. It remains to be seen whether or not a single would have been enough. It very well might have been. But that's not what I put there. So let's go down to that layer. And this is where I decided I wanted the power spine to come up just for temporarily for connectivity purposes. To not lose all of the connectivity on our previous industrial. And I keep meaning to download the mod more tunnels. I've had suggestions for that, and then making sure it doesn't corrupt anything off screen before I try it. But I keep hitting play on the videos before I remember to actually do it. So I do apologize by that. I'm not trying to ignore your suggestion at all. I just forgetful. So I'm going to clear that pathway so that they have an access to work it. And then here, this is where I'll actually put the power shafts and such. They may or may not need this pathway. I'm not sure. So this is where we're going up. Okay, let them keep doing that thing. Wonder if we start building the next scaffolding. Maybe. Because yeah, after this is connected here, we can delete these and have a little more room. So this whole section just, it's kind of not as neat as I'd like it. Ah, yes, end of work days. They might need that path. Let's go ahead and continue that on. This can be power shaft, no problem. It's just when we get to we can't build these two. We can't build this one until these two are done. For power shafts. So I can't do this right now. This one has to go first. Okay. That one. Give them a second to recognize. Okay. I think I put the clicks for that separate enough that we shouldn't strand any beavers. Excellent. We definitely don't need these tunnels, aka planks, being down here at the moment. These platforms. We do have to zoom up, zoom out, go up layers, however you want to say that, to build this vertical power shaft here. That's not where we want to top that off. One more vertical and one of those. Once that's built, we can get rid of all of these. I actually wanted to look down below. Okay, it's going. Let's see, this is where... So we want this bottom to be tunnels or essentially, without putting the dirt there first, platforms. That's going to line up nicely. That was a happy accident. I mean, genius planning. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Pure genius. You're welcome. Okay, so they can officially reach down there. Excellent. Paths all across here. We can delete these. So we can delete that too. No, I lied. We can't delete those. What am I doing? I am delete happy. All right, so we need to build that one first, and then this one, and lastly this one. I definitely got delete happy there. Can't believe none of you guys stopped me from doing that. Sure, while we're down here, let's put another tunnel right there. Okay, now we kind of got to decide how tall we want this to be. Well, if we're already doing lumber mills down here, they're pretty short, so let's try to maybe keep with that height or not go much higher. So let's say we did gear workshops. You know, later on we might want lots of planks, so let's go ahead and even do 4 lumber mills. Then we're gonna want smelters for sure, right? 2 of them at least. And explosive factories at least 2, probably more to be honest. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see, what else could we delete up here? Because this is the stuff we could actually delete. There we go. Even after they pick up the pieces, we can even delete that stairs. You know, actually, since we have scaffolding above it, we can delete that now. Don't go there, guys. Don't go there. What are you doing? Fine, hurry up and build it. We don't need these operating right now, though. And then on the back there, let's see. I know the paper mill can fit there. Probably gonna want at least 2 of those, right? And some grist mills. We need to blow this up, actually. That's what needs to happen right now. So I'm gonna set these at 2. And then this one at 3. Want to keep that small pile there, although I can move it over here too. But it looks like we could fit one more long building, 1 4, and then another grist mill, and that could be a pretty good stopping spot for that, I think. What do we need? I guess we can complete them. We just don't want them manned right now. Building needs power. Have you not? Okay, so this was not having the more tunnels thing unlocked, essentially. Well, actually, we blow up these 2. We could put tunnels. We need a path to get there. So this could be our tunnels, right like that. And we can blow up this. Yes, pause though. We don't need you operating. We don't need any of you operating. We'll set you to, say, wheat flour. And we are so close to the bottom here. And a path. There'll be a path through there too. Let's go up one. Have we built those? We have. Okay. So, not sure what I want for this last 4 building. Maybe we don't even have a printing press unlocked yet. Oh, do we need to build? We need to blow this part up too. What's right there? Anything important? Important might be a wrong word, but there's some stuff we're using currently. We need both of those spots. So this underground pile can't be used for how we're using it right now. You can just put it here for now. Set that to dirt. Set this to empty. So we'll just be at the height that we need to for these smelters, I think. So we can start laying down terrain, which will use up some of that dirt, which will actually be a good thing. So how high do we need it to be for these smelters? I'm not sure. Is that high enough? That's high enough. Okay. Cool. So with that being high enough, we actually want this next layer above to be platforms, not dirt, so that we can have a path running underneath it. Okay, so let's match that height. There it is. We got it right away. Glad to see it. We do need this to go all the way down, though. And then we will need... See, it's right at this level that we're going to need tunnels going that way. Did I accidentally build too much? No, okay, it's not that I... This was left over from building the power tower. So we can do something like this. That hasn't been built yet. Let's prioritize that. This is empty, okay? Because we do actually need those 2 spots demoed. Can you... Should be able to reach that no problem, right? Okay. How are we doing on time? We are approaching an hour. How are we doing on water here? Oh, it's still very full. Like to see it. We should consider getting more water in tanks. At some point here. It'd be good. Because you never have enough water stored up. Too much water stored up. You never have too much. Is this replaced with cattail flower? It is. Excellent, excellent. These are chestnuts, fully grown chestnuts. Awesome. Our log storage is full, so we're not harvesting these oaks. Now some of you might notice that we don't have any storage nearby these facilities. I do plan on this next one over here being largely storage for what we're producing over on this side. I think that'll be a good use of it. Let's see. If I go down levels, Okay. So this is where we had tunnels. Going right at this level. Should have just let that cup catch up, but I didn't. Oh well. Tunnel there. We can kind of decide what we want to do on that level. Really, we're going to have to start looking at scaffolding for the storages over here. That shouldn't be too tough. Scrap's not going down too terribly fast. Just trying to keep an eye on it because we do have this mine completely paused over here. We're still not really having any issues with any food besides maple pastries and chestnuts. Maybe just a tish. Just a little shy on sunflower seeds. That could be fixed with probably just minimal additional sunflower seeds, to be honest. Well, we went from a tree shortage to full storage of trees, of logs. That will happen. We're gonna want those trees for once we get to bots, which we are planning on doing. So maybe this next layer will actually be things that can stack on top of each other, like these bot refineries or bot part factory. Now, why can't they build that? Oh, it's because of my power spine. Oh well, there's just two spots that aren't buildable there. Sorry, I was saying these bot part factories, they are solid. They can have things on top of them, and we will take advantage of that fact. Um, Whether it's another bot factory or heck, it could even be like storage for bot parts. Could definitely theoretically work. Or maybe it's a bot assembler. You know, that looks pretty nice actually, I think. We're probably gonna do that. You need 3 bot factories, and just the math of how much parts the bot assemblers make, the bot factories make, and the bot assembler use. You actually, with 3 of these bot factories, you can supply 2 bot assemblers. So what we're gonna need to note with this is we're going to need actually another layer of terrain would be just fine here at the moment, but then you would need another ladder right above that. I mean, platform. To reach that bot assembler. Again, we're going to pause those. We're going to pause all of these, in fact. So for the power on this one, we just need to do like that, either side, because these are going to share power, right? They're going to conduct power. I'd really like to get this area at least blown down before we call it an episode, but we'll see if that's if that ends up being feasible or not. It might not be. What did I say this level was going to be? Come on down. Yep, that's where the tunnel's going to be. Okay. Something like that. There. Now these should actually have they should be connected, and indeed they are connected. Just needs power because this needs to be built. That's fine. We'll put that on a little higher priority to get that done. This too. We do need to pause that though, just so we don't have all these warnings, right? Okay. Something like that. And then this could actually be terrain. But we don't want to build that terrain until we're done down here. Got it. Okay. So now, what were we going to put there? Was it a... It was a printing press. Definitely was. I will set that to books for now, because we don't have books yet. Our beavers are not educated. And then we were going to put another grist mill. And cattail flour, because this one's wheat flour. Yep. Okay. So that's looking good. So for next episode, we can figure out what else we want above here. And then we can also start demolishing some more of this. We will need more scaffolding. And then we'll figure out how we're going to do storage. But that's not too bad. And I think we're actually going to go to the level where we can use these underground storages. So we're probably only going to go to this level. They are they go down 2. So they're placed on the, yeah, they're placed right there. So we're going to put them right there. And that will hold a lot of logs and stuff that these logs and planks and scrap. And we're going to go all the way down here. And that's going to be for this industry. Okay, we are over an hour. We are, what's that error message there? Oh, we haven't paused this yet. Not connected to a district center. Lies and slander. Actually, that's probably one of the few that I can actually unpause, because we don't have any books at the moment. And books would be good. Okay, so I think I got a clear plan. Or clear-ish. You guys let me know how clear the plan is. But yeah, we're going to move all of that over. And free up this area for no other reason besides this looks like a hot mess. This was all meant to be somewhat temporary. It wasn't where it was going to finally end up. And then the plan is to hollow this out, this big mountain, and make that into a underground utopia for the beavers to live in, with all the fun stuff, all the food, everything they need, and just have bots slaving away out here, providing them all their needs. That is the end vision. So, if you watch this whole video with me, thank you so much. I know the videos are long. I feel like I can't make them a whole lot shorter and still get stuff done. I could make them somewhat shorter, so I do apologize. Let me know if you do want them a little bit shorter, like that 50-minute mark. Sometimes time just gets away from me. I do apologize. But yeah, thank you so much for watching to the end with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. Very surprised if you watch it to the end and you didn't like it. But I don't judge. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.